never know what's gonna go wrong. Sometimes
I'm
YouTube is
trying to
going.
start the stream now.
Okay.
See if this one likes me or not.
I got a notification.
Okay, it's receiving content this time. Last time that didn't have unsupported resolution. I need to fix it.
It's live.
I might just have to fix it with the resolution because it doesn't like it.
It's live.
But
You're live.
But the resolution is gonna yell at me until I fix it.
I've seen that one too. Is it like saying that you need 1370 or something minimum?
Something times 720, basically.
Yeah.
1280 times 720.
The resolution I'm seeing right now is not bad at all.
I'm going to stop so I can change it.
Okay.
Try again. This should somewhat like me better, maybe. Okay, now I have yellow. I understand.
Better than red.
It makes me feel better than red, at least.
I know, right?
There's like a couple
Okay, you're
seconds left.
back to being live.
Yes.
And
there is a permalink for like the stream that I can flip to you.
Mm-hmm. Permalink could be helpful in case your stream goes down and people need to go back to the stream.
Yeah.
Alright.
Someone, if they're in chat, can tell me if Cam is myself or too loud. And I think that game sound should be.
I'm gonna.
No, I don't have game sound. Okay. Oh boy. What a day.
How was your day?
Classes were fun.
That's good. What a day though.
Yeah.
Let me actually increase your volume a little bit in my ear.
Gotcha. I'm gonna pop up this chat so I can see it without needing to be on the full thing. It's so fun. Quality is better than it normally is.
Twitter, come on.
I'm closing down. Someone will have to yell at me if it drops.
I'll make sure to keep an eye on it.
Yeah, it's just easier if I don't, because then I'm not looking at it 5 seconds.
Okay. Doing live. Man Logan and Star. At Star.
Why am I at TV? You added me earlier and it like pops up on my screen. It's like, oh, crap, what did I do? Okay. Hello, Roboto. That works. Okay. Roboto, can you hear both of us? And, well, /Cam is typing right now.
Hi.
Good thing. Okay. Oh, I wanted my note thing up. Forgot about that. With all the excitement. That's wrong. Come here, metal sheet. And I shared you that sheet with you, didn't I, Cam?
Yes, yeah. It's
just helpful to see it on one spot.
Okay, let me share it in some chats, and then we'll be good to go.
Oh no. The cord does not like me. Crap.
The cord doesn't like you? Oh.
There it goes. I like dropped for a second. Alright, scene 2. Alright, I forgot the beta, you have new units. But no drop frames, so there's that.
Alright, and forward that to one chat.
Actually, now I do want to check all the studio things and delete the events that are.
This is how every pre-recording thing goes. Like, we're just rambling.
Basically, it's like, hey, how's your week?
Hi everybody. Okay.
Hey, Isaac.
Heisenberg is in the chat. Good God, Heisenberg. Ooh.
I got a high first.
Okay. Alright.
Alright.
Mike is on the spot, and Audacity is ready to record. So I'm gonna actually start recording on Audacity right now. It should only pick up my voice.
Yeah.
And start. Can you talk?
I am talking right now. Can you hear me?
Did it? Okay. See, there's a problem with. God damn it, OBS! Every time, man. Every time I have to add a new audio output capture.
Yeah. That's how it is for like the Elgato. I know I have to add it.
Every time.
Okay.
Every single time.
Yeah. It's fun.
Okay. Can you talk again?
Yeah, I'm talking right now.
Okay,
or I was about to talk rather. Wait, what did I say about cams?
Okay.
Wait, Heisey, what?
That's for stuff to say about Cam.
What did I say? I'm so confused.
Wait, so is this picking up my voice or not? It's not. Okay, perfect. Huzzah, everybody. Okay, start recording on there too. We should be good to go, everybody. Hi, Star.
Hello.
How's it going? So we're doing a live recording and everything of the podcast. It's gonna be a medium length episode, hopefully, with the Old Man Logan and Colossus Beta situation, and also the She-Hulk debacle that just went down.
Wait, why can't I go in here? What questions?
Go where?
Oh, 4-star. That's why.
The 4-star doesn't let you go in there. I have been following quite a bit of the Colossus situation.
Which is?
Not the Colossus situation, the Colossus OML Logan situation with the whole beta and everything.
Gotcha.
They both look interesting. I can't have my mic fall down like that again because that's a big audio situation. Anyways, how do you like them? Have you played around with them at all?
I've not played with them that much. I think I played with them briefly earlier.
Okay, and you have them both at rank 4.
Yeah, they gave us both via the mail, and I recorded them yesterday after we first attempted to stream.
Sweet, yeah. And you also have, in the beta, you also have access to rank up gems and awakening gems and all that.
You have access to champion-specific rank up gems and awakening gems.
Okay, sweet.
And mutant 6 stones. At least I think they're some type of 6 stone.
See, that's the first bug I'm noticing right there with the whole Fury activating before the fight actually starts.
Oh, that's a special with Wolverine.
Yeah, it's the fastball special synergy.
Yeah.
The Fury activates before you're actually in the fight.
Yeah.
In the run-up mode. That's pretty weird. Okay, let's just go through them. Colossus seems to be very armor heavy. He seems to have some high burst damage, some high buildup.
Yeah, with his armors, I think he gets either crit rate or attack per armor, but it's pretty small.
Yeah, well, he seems to be getting a crit rate, actually a crit damage per armor stack. Which is interesting. I love that SP3 buff he gets.
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty good hit on utility for him. Okay, you wanna maybe get out and we can go through their information and everything.
Hello, Dreamin'. Are we supposed to say people's names, or are we just like ignoring chat for this?
Who's to say? It's new, right? We're doing something new. So maybe we'll just interact with chat a little bit, and then we'll do something else.
Yeah. So if we randomly say something, someone might have said something in chat to us.
Yeah.
Where is this? There you are. So you want to run through Colossus first?
Yeah, let's go through Colossus first.
Yeah.
He's the only one who got animation changes for this whole situation as well. Yeah. They gave him some pretty good immunities with bleed, incinerate, cold snap, and frostbite. I think that's
I think people were saying that the cold snap wasn't working properly, but I haven't gone somewhere to try it yet.
Were they trying it versus freezer burn?
I don't know that there's really any spot to try freezer burn.
There's freezer burn in 6.2.
Is it in 6.2? Yeah. So further than probably where I am.
Yeah, there's definitely there's freezer burn in there, but freezer burn is weird because the whole incident, the whole frostbite doesn't actually count as a normal frostbite. It applies to everyone, and it's not a debuff, which is weird. Okay, and he's immune to this was a super interesting part of him, immune to armor break unless he's fighting a tech character. So he is gonna be kind of similar to Thing, where he is immune to armor break versus everyone. But in Colossus's case, he's going to have higher damage output than Thing. So I think he may be a better Annihilus counter than Thing because of that higher damage output.
Gotcha.
That was an interesting thing that I noticed. Okay, you wanna go through some of the rest of it?
The other thing, he has a built-in synergy in his abilities where at the start of the fight he gains indefinite armor up buffs for each X-Men on his team. And that counts himself as well.
Is this just X-Men team members or any
X-Men champion? I think it's specifically like hashtag X-Men.
Okay, so like I think Omega Red wouldn't count.
No, and I don't think Magneto. That's who I was gonna say.
Wouldn't the white one count?
The white one probably would, but the red one would not.
Okay.
And then he can have up to 20 personal armor up buffs. And it isn't clear to me exactly which ones these are. Like some of the indefinite ones don't always count towards this, but some of them do. They can get up to 20.
The way you can get over this 20 limit is just by the armor ups you gained from the SP2, right?
Yeah.
By the armor ups
doubles.
Yeah, you duplicate from the SP2. You can have over the 20 limit, and that armor amount is also really significant.
Yeah, because they of course provide armor rating, but then they also do additional crit damage rating per armor up.
Yeah, the crit damage rating isn't really that much, but it does add up because he has low base crit damage. Yeah.
Essentially. He also has, for enemy critical hits, his damage is capped at 150% of the opponent's attack rating when they hit him. And then each time that damage cap is hit, duration of his armor up buffs are refreshed, and he has 50% chance to gain additional armor up buffs. That's
going to be a pretty annoying defensive utility right there, man. That's
him and Bulwark will be kind of interesting to see.
Yeah, like imagine going up against him with a Corvus. You can't armor break him. You can't hit for more than 150% of your base attack.
Yeah, it's gonna be another mutant chant that you have to look out at.
Yeah, that's gonna be something. Okay, well-timed blocks, 100% chance to gain an armor up buff lasting 15. He gets these long ass armor up buffs, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. If a contact is made by basic attacks, Colossus has an inbuilt parry. So he has a 100% chance to inflict a stun debuff lasting 1 second. So, and this is only if contact is made, so it doesn't apply to non-contact hits. So he's not like similar to Colobsidian where he can parry non-contact hits.
Yeah, so
or Proxima. Yeah.
And then he also, if he has parry, he deals a decent little bit of direct damage with it.
Is that? I don't think that's really decent considering that he doesn't really.
It's damage.
I mean, it doesn't scale though. It's damage, yeah. Special attacks and heavy attacks. If opponents are stunned, Colossus heavy attack will remove the stun.
Mm-hmm.
Removing the stun gives Colossus a Fury passive up to 100% attack rating for 3 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Special one, he gains a definite armor buff at 5% chance to convert one of these into a stun debuff for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So not a ton, but can stun when you have a ton of armor.
The stun chance actually does go up quite a bit because he can reliably go up to like 15 or 16 armor up stacks. So that's pretty significant right there. SP2 is unblockable when activated for each armor up buff. Colossus has a 50% chance to gain another one lasting 15 seconds. These are the ones who can go over the max stack. So you can theoretically have more than...
Yeah, I think I saw someone saying they had 60 on it once. I do have a couple, I think I have them on here at least. I have some mutant power buffs. Power boosts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Power boost.
I have a couple of these that I can try. With him and see.
Yeah, I want to also look at the SP3 because I think the SP3 has some good hitting utility right there. The power boosts are not super effective versus a Realm of Legends situation, but if you
find a spot.
The SP3 100% chance to inflict a passive fatigue on the opponent, reducing their crit rating by a significant amount, so you won't be getting crit hits after that. And Colossus activates Organic Steel, increasing the amount of damage reduced by armor and resistance by 2% per armor up buff. Additionally, while Organic Steel is active, Colossus is unblockable while
he's blocking.
While blocking, allowing him to shrug off attacks.
Yeah, so
that is really good. That is a lot of damage mitigation for sure.
Yeah, I need to find someone who has unblockable specials and see if that works for, like, just holding block during them, because it won't knock you down. You'll still take, or if it will, I don't know.
Yeah, that should work out, right? If you maintain a block.
That's all I want to see.
That's like thing level protection right there.
I mean, imagine the other protection.
Yeah.
And then I haven't awakened him yet because I wanted to see the difference. Synergies are all the same except for this fastball special one is the new one.
Well, synergies for him are all the same.
Yeah, and then they're changing the one with Emma and Omega Red a little bit. I don't know exactly
a lot, yeah.
It's a lot.
But it's a justified change in my opinion, because the Omega Red synergy used to give him 20% extra attack for each armor up buff, and the Emma Frost synergy used to give him 15% extra power gain for each armor up buff. That would be ridiculous. That would be
gotcha. For the one for Emma, yeah.
That would be busted, yeah. I'm not surprised at all by those.
Gotcha.
And I think these are like Emma, Omega Red, and Colossus is a very well-rounded team.
Do you want to play with Colossus a little more, or do you want to touch on?
Let's play around with Colossus.
Play around with the Tin Man.
Yeah.
All right, that's Colossus.
Let's play around with him and then rank 5 and.
Yeah. It'll take ISOs. Yeah, let's test. Where's the other? What the heck is this door doing? Oh.
Yeah, I actually want to focus a little bit on the SP3 protection thing.
Yeah. Do you want me to go to a different fight than this one?
It's a long enough fight to actually showcase a lot of different things in my opinion.
Special 2 spams, which should be gold.
Yeah. That's a lot of armor up buffs.
Yeah.
You should also try and parry
more,
Winter Soldier's bullets. Those are like 2 parries right there.
Oh, that's This thing is just really fun.
The Heavy Fury should also be extended by Extended Fury, right?
I think they For masteries, you mean, or?
Yeah.
I think they said recently on forums that the Fury masteries don't work for passives. Because that's something one of our line chats was talking about. No, I did that wrong.
Yeah, it's a tough time window. Does the Fury activate right after you land the heavy, or does it activate?
It's right when the first hit is, yeah.
Right where the first hit actually hits?
Yeah, just about.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. He's tanky, man. He's super tanky. And his Sig ability definitely helps him get higher levels of armor.
Oh, come on. Yeah, so probably Sig up should be the next thing.
Yeah, the Sig is pretty significant, I feel.
Significant. What am I doing?
Because without it, you can't have the permanent armor ups.
Yeah.
And without the permanent armor ups, it's just harder to maintain. But man, he's tanky. Oof. I'm seeing good things, man. I'm seeing good things.
Yeah. I think I'd assume he'd be pretty decent for Havoc fights.
I think he may be better than Warlock for Havoc fights simply because of the fact that he can heal with willpower. Right? You can technically finish a Havoc fight with this dude at 100% and not need to worry about anything.
Yeah. I think there's a Havoc one of the variants at some point. So I'm gonna try and find it in a bit.
Did they give you a new champion spotlight of?
Yes. For these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they mention their prestige?
Yes, they did. Okay. I think Colossus, if I remember it right, max is 10,200, and for Old Man Logan and is like 9,823 is what they had, which might change before it comes to the game.
Colossus got a pretty big bump, huh?
Well, he's like up to like 58 something from I don't know where.
Yeah, that is a.
Which for him, yeah, it's probably a decent enough.
That's a pretty big bump. That's almost good enough for me.
It is good enough for you. That's where you and Dreamin' differ so much. Yeah, I'm gonna end this and go say goodbye.
But yeah, he seems like a decently hard-hitting character. The Sig ability definitely is important for him, and he also does seem to benefit a lot from the Emma Frost and the Omega Red synergies, I feel.
I already grabbed the 6 stones from the store.
Perfect, yeah.
Slowly. Oh my god, no, we're clean.
Yeah. When you put in signature stones, it always actually bugs out.
Yeah.
It's very confused as to why you're putting in signature stones into Colossus.
Well, it's like they keep both versions of the champs on this beta, so you still have the other Colossus and you have the new one. But like the beta items don't work on that Colossus, which I wish they would, because then you could like test them at the same rank.
Well,
like you could do like comparison things kind of with that, which I think would be cool.
Oh, so you can't rank up the old Colossus, but I mean, come on, old Colossus.
But you can see how they like the amount of difference even, which I think is interesting.
While we're waiting on the 6 stones to go through, I want to talk a bit about the whole She-Hulk situation in a bit, because there's actually a character in this very beta who is able to do the exact same things as She-Hulk can.
With the chaining the heavy into special?
Yeah,
or
yeah. With the chaining of heavy
combo.
into combos, yeah. And it's disappointing, and I think it will set a bad precedent for the future. But
wait, what?
Did he get sigged up?
He got 75 sigs and then.
That doesn't make any sense.
What the heck is this? I'm so confused. Why did it do that? Isn't that weird?
This beta server is so stable. Good God.
I mean, that often happens with betas. It's just.
I know, yeah. I remember the last beta, and it was just like this for sure. But
I'm amused.
But yeah, well, I want to talk about that a bit.
Yeah.
So Star and I have been, talking about it a bit in the whole, in the content creator stuff, and also privately. They either didn't know that she can do something, or they did know and they waited until now to fix it, and they didn't give any notice. Which I'm not sure which one is worse.
The way it comes across right now to me is at least that they didn't realize it was happening until recently, which, like, I could see happening because the videos that are coming out around Act 6 are, like, more of them are coming out because of that, and then it might be the reason they were able to find. Why did it say that? It said 56.
Yeah, I feel I don't really know, man. It's kind of hard for me to grasp on that.
I'm like, I don't like the Sim Supreme thing either that much, because it said 100% in the text, but it never was that in the game. Like, that's
so we can't trust the text, and we can't trust the actual characters in the game.
Yeah,
so what can we base our rank up decisions on anymore?
Yeah,
right?
It like makes the value of things that you're putting into champs like that much more unstable. Okay.
Yeah.
He's sicked out. Well.
And if there's no actual compensation or rank down tickets or materials given back to people, then there's people basing their decisions on a faulty product, right?
Go back into this.
Yeah.
So
the SIG actually helps him a lot.
He
gets the whole permanent armor up situation, and also he gets even more benefit from a node like Biohazard.
Yeah.
Or
there's some like bleed every 7-second nodes in some spots.
Biohazard, freezer burn.
30% chance at full sick.
I don't think he would. I know what node you're talking about. The node in Alliance War where you get bled every couple of seconds.
No, not that one. There's that's the bleed, inverse immunity bleed.
Yeah, inverse immunity.
Yeah, not that one. They're in Act 6, and I think one of the variants, there's a node that's bleed.
Yeah.
But instead of applying one time for 60 seconds for 100% of your health, it's every 7 seconds you take a bleed. And there's the same one for poison.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's pretty sweet, man. Oh my god. He hits pretty hard. He's pretty tanky. I think Colossus is gonna be very, very valuable after this buff, if it goes through as it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like completely game-changing to us right now, but I think in the future it might be. But he'd be.
I think he's
like
taking no damage, man. He's taking no damage.
Like the amount of armors is funny.
He's taking like basically no damage. I think he will rival. I feel he'll rival. Have you seen those videos of Sentinel going into Realm of Legends and just taking the beating, like making Winter Soldier hit him 80 times before he can actually kill him?
I don't know how it's gonna. I forget if he has the chance to get the armor ups when he's being attacked also, or if it's just when he's attacking. Why did I do that?
When you get to like maybe 25 armors, can you go to an SP3 and let him hit you?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That would be pretty sweet. Oh my god, the damage is pretty good.
Yeah, I'm not getting crits there. There's
Does he doesn't get any scaling attack with the armor ups, right?
Yeah, it's just the crit damage, if I'm not mistaken. Well, actually, I think one of the synergies I have. Do I hit that one on them? One of the synergies gives them like 2% per armor up.
Yeah, that's with Wolverine and Wolverine or Omega. Yeah, that makes sense. Still 2%. That's like only 40% extra attack, and he's hitting pretty hard with 40% extra attack.
Yeah, I don't know that I have that one on at all. I forget which synergies I dropped.
Yeah, I would go for an SP3 now, man. That is beautiful stuff. That they touch his prestige. His prestige is pretty high now.
Yeah, they put him up. I think they said in the forums, which might change, might not be what ends up being. They said it was 10,200.
It's pretty good. Okay.
Let's see how hard the special. Oh, don't give me a thing. Oh. And now I'm just gonna let myself get hit.
Yeah.
Until that passive.
You're taking like 23 damage. Good god.
I got that's enough.
That is really good.
He's a beefy 10 mod.
Actually, let him hit you without the SP3 buff up. I want to see how much
160
damage.
Still not that much, but I had the like 30 something armors.
Man,
and the fatigue, so you like can't crit.
Thing who? Thing what?
Thing what?
That's a beefy lad right there.
Yes.
What about taking SP3? He can definitely take SP3. He can definitely take SP3s are even safer to take than SP2s because
oh, I mean, this won't let me take a special 3 in this fight specifically, but I mean, I think the Realm of Legends might still kill him. Not Realm Labyrinth with the special 3.
Well, SP3s can't crit most of the time, right? So if he takes an SP3, man, this is giving me all kinds of feels. Getting really excited right now in ways I can't explain. Will he allow me to take Namor's SP2 to the face? That's somebody in the chat asking. Yes, he will. Well, SP3 sometimes crit. Well, sometimes, I mean, Domino. Domino can have a critical SP3, technically.
Do you want to keep... Right now we're still playing with him at R4. Should I go rank 5 him, do you think?
I mean, if you want to, I think I've seen plenty of him.
Don't like him enough.
I think a lot of things people focus on is how much damage he deals.
Yeah, it doesn't have that high of a crit rate. His block proficiency is pretty dang high.
He does deal, he can kill Winter Soldier in like 50-something hits, apparently, at 565, at full suicides and everything.
Well, I'm not running full suicides right now, but
yeah, but then you see the whole damage reduction thing from all the armor ups, and it's crazy. It's crazy high.
Oh, I did buy that one. Oh, that's cool. They gave us the rank downs for them.
Yeah. Okay, you wanna go towards Old Man Logan, because I think
Yeah, I can.
he may be the more bursty of the characters.
Yeah, and then we can come back and test some of the other things.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do this right now because
There's gonna be some editing going on for this episode.
yeah, you get to deal with that.
Yeah, that's all good. Don't worry about it. I love editing on Audacity. It's the best software. It never does me wrong, for sure.
And then back to Man Logan very shortly. Boop.
What software do you use to edit? Killer Beezy. I use Audacity, which is a free.
But that's also because you're doing it for a podcast and not for video, so it's a little different. But yeah.
It's good though. It's light to run. I kind of want to see Emma in there too. Do you have an Emma?
I think I do. Yeah.
What does he get from the Deadpool X-Force?
Who?
And what does Colossus get from Deadpool X-Force?
It's one of the friend synergies.
Okay, let's replace Deadpool X-Force with Wolverine.
Yeah, I thought this. Aha! Found you.
Yeah.
Let me try this.
And then maybe we can that whole trio of Havoc, Colossus, Omega Red, Emma Frost. I think that's a very well-rounded team of mutants right there.
Yeah.
Man, that's a big boy. That's a big PI right there. So Old Man Logan didn't get any.
No animation changes now.
No animation changes, but he did get a sizable buff to his utility and his damage.
Yeah.
Whew, look at that. Look at those bleeds.
And then
those Furies they seem pretty strong. Both of these characters, though, I feel the downfall of them would be nullify abilities, and nullify abilities isn't really limited to Mystics anymore, because we have Pilfer and Buffet and all of those.
I mean, isn't Captain Infinity Wars nullified? Well, it's only unstoppable, so
yeah. So I feel with a Pilfer situation or there has been a lot of nodes recently that punish buff heavy characters.
Yeah.
And Old Man Logan gains those passive bleeds, and then passive bleeds turn into Furies.
I think it's like on any specials, if I'm remembering it right.
Yeah, on any special they turn into Furies, and SP1 does an armor break. I don't recall.
I can pull it up in a bit.
Yeah. And when you're above certain number of passive bleeds, you should be immune to, you should actually have unblockable specials, which is useful.
Yeah, I think it's actually based off the Furies.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, it's like when you're over like 5 Furies, they're unblockable.
Gotcha. And you also have reduced bleed damage.
And then he has a way to pause the Fury duration, but I don't remember it to do it.
Is it the heavy?
No, the heavy refreshes the bleed ones. This is me not wanting to go back and read the abilities for this second, but
yeah. I think going for the SP2 may be the better way to go for the overall damage. He's hitting pretty decently hard, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, try the SP3. I want to see that one.
What
does that one do? I wish they gave him some new animations, though. I don't really... I feel
it's very... Like, Karnak and him have very similar animations, I feel.
Yeah, they do. I think they did come out around the same time as well, so... He's just a shorter Karnak.
Yeah, a more hunched over one.
They even have kind of similar clothing with the pants and everything.
Yeah, civilian clothes, civvies.
What does SP3 do? Okay, yeah, it's the long deep bleeds.
Long bleed, yeah.
I don't know how that one could be useful, to be honest.
I'm not sure.
Because the damage you get from those isn't really significant. Unless if you scale it a lot with the Furies.
Yeah. Which I probably had maybe 8 Furies then.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Which you could theoretically have more.
He gains those passive bleeds super fast too.
Yeah. So. It's about 12.
And yeah, if people are wondering which one of these they should rank or which one of these they should awaken or sig up, I would definitely recommend waiting until after the beta. Also, can you try the whole chaining into heavy thing real quick? You gotta have
him in the corner.
Not just in the corner, but also have him not have a bar power.
Yeah.
So basically do just a 3-hit combo and then
gotcha.
launch it heavy.
I don't think I've ever changed that much She-Hulk, to be honest.
Yeah. So he's also pretty reliable and very similar animations to She-Hulk. So
yeah.
It's just baffling to me, man. I'm just very disappointed. And he also gets a significant benefit from doing it. He gets to refresh all those bleeds.
Yeah. And then get the Furies when he pops them.
Yeah.
That's risky.
Yeah.
I think we just go with the Furies.
That whole heavy chain situation is just it's happening here too, and he gets quite a bit from it. So they either gotta say right now that they're gonna fix it, or when they fix it, they gotta.
In that fight with Champion, She-Hulk doesn't have power control, right? Like he's still getting.
She does. She has a very strong taunt.
She has the taunt, but it's still relying on the specials getting thrown. Yeah, I don't know.
She has the strongest taunt in the game. She has a stacking taunt with every stack of Fury.
I'm not.
So after you have like 5 or 6 Furies, any character would throw specials right away.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go read through all Man Logan's
That's where I was headed.
abilities and such.
Actually, while we do that, or do you need to see them from my screen?
What's up?
Do you need to see the abilities from my screen?
I'm gonna just read it on stream and see.
Yeah.
Uh,
We'll probably go test some other stuff a little bit after this.
Okay, so regen buff,
Mm-hmm.
pretty small, around 10%. Heal over 20 seconds. Every 10 seconds, so you can heal around 10% every 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay, over 20 seconds. While this regen buff is active, incoming bleed effects gain 50% duration but suffer negative 95% potency. Does this regen buff stack?
I don't think I've seen it stack, but I haven't paid that much attention to it.
So you enter a fight, 10 seconds later, regen buff activates. Then it lasts 20 seconds.
Yeah, I'm
then
pretty sure
regen buff goes off for 10 seconds. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and his ability accuracy can't be increased or decreased, so it's always going to happen.
Mm-hmm. And the regen also gives him longer bleeds, but 95% potency reduction.
Yep.
Which is really good. That's like better than Omega Red right there, but not 100% uptime on it. Ability accuracy can't be reduced or increased. He has base critical resistance. Okay, that's weird. And his special attack 3 ignores armor rating. All right, I remember his old SP1 ignored armor rating.
Yeah.
And then landing and basically doing anything has a 75% chance to give you a passive bleed lasting 5 seconds, deal 0 damage, max 15 stacks. Okay. And then, whenever an opponent purifies a bleed, he deals comparatively insignificant damage. Because this one wouldn't scale with your Furies, as far as I know.
If we know where Taskmaster is, that's probably the easiest place to test that.
Well, Taskmaster just becomes immune to it, right?
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah. I think purifying maybe would be like
or Crossbones.
Crossbones or Agent Venom. Like heavy attacks, first hit has 100% chance to refresh the durations of the 0 damage bleeds. Second hit has 100% chance to pause the duration of all active Fury buffs for 2 seconds. Yeah. God damn it. So he has a very useful heavy as well. So don't rank Old Man Logan if you think this heavy is useful and you can chain it in your combo, but you won't be able to do it eventually. So don't rank him because of that.
Potentially.
Special attacks removes all regen buffs and bleeds from himself, gaining 1 Fury buff for each active effect removed this way.
Yep.
Okay. Those are not super strong Fury buffs, but they stack a lot. They stack a lot.
What is that? An eighth of his attack, maybe?
Yeah, but they stack all the way up to 15, so he gains a lot of attack from there. Special attacks unblockable, 5 more Furies, 100% chance to inflict armor break, removing 1 armor and reducing armor rating by a small amount for 10 seconds. So SP1 has a armor break. SP2 has the bleed, 80% chance per strike to inflict a bleed debuff, dealing that much. A critical hit causes a critical bleed, multiplying the bleed potency by critical damage multiplier.
I don't think my special ones I didn't notice my special ones applying an armor break debuff.
I did not either. I was about to actually say that. Yeah, I think that may be bugged.
Yeah, and then
SP3 inflicted deep bleed counts as a bleed effect lasting 35 seconds and dealing a little bit over, actually around 150% of his base attack as direct damage. This does scale with the Furies. Okay, if he has 5 or more Furies, it's an additional deep bleed.
Yeah.
Deep bleed is active. Logan's attack. Oh, okay. So he gains. Oh, all right. So he has
gets more attack off of them.
He has more crit rating when that's a significant chunk too. That's a significant chunk of the crit rating when the Deep Bleed is active. So there may be some merits to actually using the SP3.
Actually, Ash, I'm gonna go ahead and stick him up while we're sitting here.
He also should have some interesting synergies, right?
Yeah.
No.
Must be being lazy.
Not enough resources. Wow.
Oh my goodness. I guess that's from the bug that was happening earlier. Let's see.
I think you should claim a couple of times when you're in your inventory, because it doesn't claim all 100.
Yeah, I didn't realize
I remember that from the last betas, yeah. I think Colossus is gonna be super tanky, though. I'm still amazed by how tanky he looks. Logan's damage is respectable.
Yeah.
But who knows how he'll actually be in the game. He also has an interesting synergy that allows him to remove rock stacks and rock shields and stuff like that, which I thought was pretty interesting. But he doesn't really have any way to mitigate the damage that comes from getting,
like the thorns damage after?
Getting the thorns damage from Korg, right?
Yeah, he just has his regen and that's about it.
And the regen I don't think will be significant enough to actually mitigate that. But he does remove Thing's rock stacks. So maybe he will be a decent option for Thing, but I'm not actually sure about that. I feel he may hit too hard for him to be a decent option for Thing.
Yeah, it could be.
He may trigger protection where he really needs the damage, yeah.
I'm gonna go and just rank 5 both of them so they're even.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're both pretty fun to play.
Let's go over Man Logan's signature ability as well.
Yeah. Where is it? I saw. And then can go right to that after.
Yeah.
It's slowly loading. I don't like their swim select sometimes. There we go. Right. Alright, sick ability. Yeah, we can do that from the quest.
Yeah, let's go over his SIG and also some of the synergies, because I'm interested in those as well.
Alright, I should go to the other screen. Never mind. Doop doop doop.
Okay.
SIG. Whenever he gains one of his 0 damage passive leads, it has a 61.7% chance to gain 400% duration. So every like 2/3. And then his first special attack gains 2098 attack rating.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, that heavy refresh also applies to that first line of the SIG ability, right?
For which?
That heavy refresh of the passive bleeds also applies to that first line.
I would believe so, yeah.
Okay, so those passive bleeds. So the ones
that already have 400% duration ones, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And then that, I don't know if that counts as gaining one again or not. But if it does, then that's kind of would trigger it again and again.
Yeah,
so
that's
that
interesting.
Heavy attack
and what about the
synergies?
Synergies?
Sorry.
Don't worry about it. I'm gonna be editing this anyway, so.
Yes. Heavily edited.
Oh yeah. Listenable.
That's not champ. What am I doing? Yeah. One with Modok, which I guess I forget there's a new interchanged one. But for that Pearl Man, it's 10% attack rating, and attacks have a 20% chance to remove one rock stack or rock shield. And that's also with X23 on the team.
That X23 one is awful.
Enemy bleeds.
The Modok one is
I guess
kind of
that
interesting.
means enemy bleeds applied to her have less potency, but yeah.
Yeah, that's awful. Okay, Man Logan, 10% chance rate, 10% attack rating, and 20% chance to remove rock stack and rock shield.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be a good counter to Thing, because he will hit too hard when it comes to actually dealing that chunk of damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Mysterio, when regenerating from the reflection gas. Yeah, we talked about this in the leaks as well. Speaking of which, the leaks were super accurate so far.
I don't remember talking about the leaks for. I forget we talked about these at all.
No, I just brought up the Mysterio one because I saw it and we were talking about Mysterio and I stumbled upon this. This is actually pretty good for Mysterio. You can heal from the SP1 with suicides, if you take enough damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the first time Logan gains 0 damage passive bleed, each fight he gains 2 more. I don't think this is important. He gains them so easily that it just goes pretty fast. Okay, let's play around with him. He's pretty cool. I think you should pop on those power boosts now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pop on the 200
for Realm of Legends.
For Realm of Legends, yeah. Okay. I want to see
if it does anything.
I think it will.
Actually, I'm gonna
also make sure your team has a lot of crit rating in it.
Yeah. Where's it going?
Yeah.
Right, quest page. I can hit it. I think I have special damage ones too.
Yeah, those also help. Just pile them on.
I forget you can have 2 of these on at the same time. Yep, you can.
Yeah, you can have the special attack and the power back boost on at the same time.
Yeah, and then
even max boost like green and orange boost.
Yeah, 1 sec.
Yeah. Because I think that first SP2 is gonna hit pretty hard.
You want a special 2 as the first one?
Yeah, definitely. Because this doesn't apply to SP1 at all.
Okay.
God, I want to be in this beta so bad. Just using boost with really. Yeah, it just applies to SP2
so
and
want SP3. Crit, right?
Yeah, I want get as much crit rate as possible in there. He also has a synergy that allows him to start with a bar of power, so I'm not sure if you want that, to be honest.
It probably doesn't hurt. It's just if... Which one is that?
He doesn't natively get crit damage, right?
So I don't want Colossus on the team.
Yeah.
I get 1 bar of power.
Yeah.
I want... Yeah. And another...
So maybe put on Cyclops.
Oh yeah, Cyclops.
Cyclops and then Storm.
Oh, you want Storm instead of
Cyclops, Storm, Wolverine, Magneto. That's a good team, I think.
Hey. Oh, that's why it's not letting me do that. Nickel.
Okay, let's go. Let's see how this works. Why is it not letting you? That's weird, man.
It's because I was trying to select it from the person on the team already.
Oh, gotcha, yeah. Alright, let's see how this goes. I'm gonna be a little delayed on this, so... Yeah. If I hear Snickers, I'll know what happened.
Something like that.
Make sure you have the whole 15 or above 10 Furies when going into the SP2. Perfect.
Oh, that was as impressive as I wanted to be. Still not bad. The bleeds are giant.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I didn't get that off in time to Frost and Fury.
That is pretty good, man. You got a bar power back, right?
Oh, I didn't notice.
Yeah. Oh my goodness gracious.
That one maybe hit harder than the other one.
The first one has an extra attack rating, but it all really does depend on your hits critting actually.
Yeah.
Can your Fury stacks go above 15?
I think they said it can't in the description.
It can't?
It shouldn't be able to.
Okay. It's pretty solid, man.
I think the second hit of his heavy is supposed to refresh Fury duration, unless it's like only one gets refreshed.
It pauses them. It doesn't refresh.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah, it pauses the Fury duration for like 3 seconds or something like that.
2 seconds.
Which again, is really, really important heavy. People don't rank him for the heavy, please. He's tanky too. Sad. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, that's pretty solid. Okay.
That's like max boosted though on attack and.
Yeah, that's max boosted attack boosted. But let me tell you this much.
So much fun.
That is how much damage he will do with Suicides on.
Yeah, I could put on Suicides too, but that'd be overkill. Maybe.
A little, because Suicides and Boost don't amplify each other; they just stack. So I feel it would not necessarily be.
Yeah, like I lost no health after that fight. But I'm not running. I lost no health on that fight, but I'm not running. I don't think
even if you were running Suicide, man, I feel he would have actually came out of that fight pretty healthy.
Something like that.
That was really impressive. He does a lot of damage. Who would have thought?
If you told someone a year ago, you're gonna want.
That Wolverine is a lot worse than Old Man Logan. What happened? He aged like wine, I guess. He aged like wine.
Ooh, that's a long range on that heavy.
Whew.
Come on.
Do you activate Furies right when activating special attack, or?
Yeah, it's about when you first activate it.
So can you activate a special attack from, across the screen and just have 5 passive bleeds and have the Furies make the special attack go unblockable?
I think it's when you have 5 Furies, it's unblockable.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay. So, yeah. He seems super solid.
That's really
so
fun.
far. I'm liking what I'm seeing for sure.
Yeah, and you like running things. Well, his prestige is what you like.
Oh yeah, his prestige is low, right?
Yeah, it's like under 10k for sure.
Yes. Perfect for me. The prestige, the not prestige having monster. Man, those mediums are hitting for like 8.2k. Jesus. That's pretty good. That's pretty good for sure.
Actually, what was the last time Britain even triggered? Is this be every 10 seconds? Oh, there it goes.
So the region is not every 10 seconds, basically. The region is every 30 seconds
it's-
with a 10-second with a 20-second duration.
I misread that.
Somebody's saying in chat, somebody's commenting about the heavy. If you want to rank Old Man Logan, don't count on.
I mean,
his
that's something
Yes.
we're gonna like pester them about, I'm pretty sure. And then show that it happens. Alright. I want. Actually, no, that's not gonna work. Who has unblockable special somewhere? I'm going with the Colossus.
Can you dual Corvus, maybe?
Wow, they don't have friends on this.
Not sure if dueling would really work though, because you gotta get to an SP3.
Well, you have to get to. Yeah, that's not gonna quite work.
Oh my god, everybody's profile is like a Colossus now.
Yeah. Let me pull up this thing. What else was we were talking about testing something else. Do you know where a Korg Earth thing is in one of the variants, maybe?
Do you have access to the variant?
Yep.
Okay, I think in variant...
I have more access to the second and third.
You only have access to the second and third variant?
I've not done every path in the first one.
Okay. Let me actually look for a Korg or a thing.
Yeah. You have copies of my variant sheets, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're not just like looking around haphazardly.
No.
Oh, there's one path 3, quest 2, and variant 3. Perfect. Quest 3.
And you're max boosted too. You're gonna be cruising through the variant.
And this has biohazard too. This quest.
Ooh, that's nice for both of them actually.
Toxic Slash. This
biohazard is good for both of them.
3.
For sure.
Wait. Did I click that on quest? Chapter 2. I'm stupid. Chapter 2. Which quest is this? This is quest 2. So Storm Quest. Yeah, this Korg.
Yeah.
And did I bring that synergy even? No, I didn't, I don't think. Yeah, it's Colossus that I need. So I'm gonna ditch Storm and throw in Colossus.
That's pretty early on though, so that's pretty good.
Storm Quest, minute. You come out and Colossus goes in. Right, I'm not mistaken, that's the right synergy.
Well, if you want Old Man Logan to shrug off, to make the
yeah, I forgot which synergy it was.
You need the MODOK /
MODOK or
X23.
Dang it. I'm like too excited for this. Where is it?
I think that some of the fights that they would be pretty useful for is biohazard.
Yeah.
I saw a takedown of the biohazard crossbones in 6.1 actually today, and that was pretty good too.
Yeah, and they're gonna have 50% less base attack in this class.
Yeah.
I just don't want to hit to the block.
Yeah. You don't want to hit into the block with Korg anyway, so.
I'm not good at reading that. Yeah, that's not the best counter. But I'm not the best cord
Something's not
cutter.
working correctly, I feel. Because the regen isn't reducing the...
I think it's only when it's an applied bleed. Like, incoming bleed is typically when they're first applied.
Uh-huh.
Every 10 seconds, gain regen over 20 seconds. The wording on this is kind of annoying. Because it doesn't say cooldown on this.
Yeah, while regen is active, incoming bleed effects gain negative 50% duration but suffer plus 50% duration but suffer negative 95% potency. Incoming bleed effects, does it include the bleed effects already on him, or?
I'm not sure.
Apparently not, right? So
let's see. Do it this way. I'm gonna avoid him till I have the regen and then just hit him from there and see how it looks.
yeah.
Okay, so I started with regen always. I haven't got a single active. There's the active bleed is only applying to me after I have the one thing off. Right?
Well, the active bleed is from
There's
Biohazard, right? The active bleed is from Biohazard.
Yeah.
And
it seemed like it didn't apply that first regen at all.
Yeah, it's applying to you. If it applies to you... Okay, so I think I know what happened. If it applies to you before you activate the regen, it still deals full damage.
Yeah.
Which is, unfortunate.
I mean, that's what I expected when I read it, because that's typically how these things go.
So yeah, not as effective as the likes of Omega for Biohazard.
Yeah.
But Colossus should be able to have this fight.
Yeah, I'll take him in next, because I'm probably gonna die. Because I am not the best Cork person.
Nobody's the best Cork fighter, man. I took my I took a Korg this past war.
Yeah.
And it's like without fail, every time I lose significant health, the 90% duration basically shrugs off the biohazard bleed. No, the shrug off part is when you activate a special attack. So
yeah, and it actually does. He gets increased duration of the bleed when he.
Yeah.
No, I took it. Oh, he's the one that goes in block. Well, I'd have to get a special 3.
When the regen increases the duration of the bleed, it basically just gives you more time to heal with willpower from the bleed, but it's not super reliable versus like a biohazard situation.
Come on. Nice. So you can block Kirk's stuff when you have that special armor buff with the Colossus from special 3.
Oh yes, that's
so you can block and block wall attacks.
That's sweet.
While that's going on, but that's like 10 seconds of fight maybe.
Yeah, but he's still super tanky.
Yeah, it definitely helps.
Yeah. So what do you think of them? What do you think about them?
I think they're really fun. I feel like I like Colossus more just because, like, if you're someone that gets hit, you can take a lot of hits.
Yeah.
No. But no, I think they're both really fun. I like the buffs. But I do think I want them to address the Old Man Logan's heavy before he comes to the game, because it's that way. But yeah. What else did I want to do? I want to look at the Fastball Fury 1 again to see if that
I
is
really do
good.
hope that they put out a PSA regarding the Old Man Logan heavy situation.
Yeah. I mean, like, they have always been the type to be like, when it's in beta, don't rank till it's out of beta, too, though. But yeah.
And what?
The, content that's in beta, don't rank for it yet, type of thing.
Yeah, well, you're supposed to share stuff from the beta, right? So.
Yeah.
This is not a closed beta situation.
No, I mean that people shouldn't make decisions based on what's in the beta, and vice versa. Or not that. Oh, I didn't look at what. I'm not even using my champ, am I? Nope. Alright, quitting that because I wanted to use Colossus and see what the one synergy that's bugged, because I didn't notice that. Yeah, it starts from the beginning. Quarter of its duration gone. I can hear you typing away. But yeah. I guess the other thing we can go look at is the frostbite not applying rate if there's an Iceman we can find. Okay, so he doesn't get that Fury if he's not doing the parry thing. Which it is what's in abilities. I just kept forgetting that I was parry.
I am curious to see, how, like, after you build up 20 permanent armor ups, how many hits it would take Winter Soldier to take you down.
Okay, 20 perms?
Yeah.
Okay. If I can get there without counting first.
Wow. He does a lot of damage.
Yep. Well, I'm also max boost.
Yeah.
Which doesn't help that. But
boosting I guess it's about does help him. Boosting helps him more than it helps Old Man Logan, though.
Yeah.
Because Old Man Logan already gets a lot of fury.
I don't know how many permanent ones I have. Okay, I have 18. I'm gonna go with this because.
Yeah, go with it for sure.
How long it takes them?
This is very amusing.
Yeah.
Oh, he also doesn't. He also isn't able to crit because of that crit damage.
Yeah, because I did the special
rating reduction thing. Oh my god, this is gonna take forever. You're taking no damage.
Yeah. What am I healing from there? Is he armor breaking? Oh, it's a stun. That's what it was. I'm sorry.
Do you have willpower?
Yeah, I have willpower at 1.
Yeah. He may not be able to take you down with the stun. willpower healing. Man, this is crazy. This dude's gonna.
I wonder if you'll put me at more 20, like the 20 armors thing.
So you can't. Oh, you do gain armor.
Yeah, I gain armor when I'm getting struck and holding block.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm at 20 perms. That was me blocking a scene. So I think once you're at the 20 permanent armors, you can't get any more past the special 2. Right?
Yeah, you can gain past it with the SP2, but I don't think we can get any more than 20 permanent ones.
No.
Yeah.
Not really. But
115 hits, 106. Wow, that is.
And not even 50% health. And I started at like 80% health, I think. But I have a champion boost.
Yeah,
so my health is up
this
a bit,
dude is,
but still.
is super tanky.
Yeah. That's fun. How much is Sentinels when he's got the... Or what, for Sentinels conditions, what are they? That he's got the passive armor from Special 3?
Well, he has a passive armor from the SP3, and he has 100 analysis, was the situation that I saw.
Gotcha.
And that lasted around 120 hits, maybe? Maybe less?
At 565?
At 565, yeah.
Yeah.
This is...
I
feel we're
long
approaching...
champion boost, and that was like 40% health extra.
I think we're approaching the days where Winter Soldier is gonna kill Colossus in how many hits Colossus used to kill Winter Soldier in before the buff. Yeah.
Pretty tanky. And that fatigue can't be shrugged either, so if someone with if someone with Ghost is playing and gets hit by a special 3, they're kind of done for.
Well, it doesn't...
But you're not going to get hit by a special 3 that often.
It doesn't prevent guaranteed crits, though.
Gotcha.
Yeah, guaranteed crits overrides fatigue. The only thing that overrides guaranteed crits is glancing.
Okay, that's what it was.
Yeah.
I knew one of them they changed.
Glancing, they did change glancing. Also, crit resistance overrides as well.
Yeah, I forget if there's any other crit resistance from outside that is on this also, but that's kind of decreasing the crit chance too. Yeah, it's getting up to 300. And let's go off the way.
This is pretty good. I think that was a good job with both of these buffs.
Yeah.
Getting up to 300, man, that is crazy.
I wonder if it can get to 400.
I don't think it can get to 400, but...
Depending on the stuns, it might.
Oh yeah, come on, stun. Let's go.
Because the stun is like a whole combo.
Stun and SP2. We need him to stun and we need him to speak SP2 you. More stun, please. That is... yeah, this is
entertaining.
This is very entertaining.
Like watching grass grow.
He is gonna be tankier than Thing, I feel, except for situations where you're taking damage from other sources other than, you know.
But I mean, Thing gets his protection when they're doing like over so much attack.
Yeah.
Right? 369 is what it ended at. 369. Yeah. That's fun. Okay. What else was... I want to find an Iceman. Or... Freezer Burn's not in any other spot, is it? No, it's not in variants. Iceman. That one's kind of far.
Iceman could be a pretty available duel, maybe.
There's one in variant 2 with Starburst. And Colossus is big enough, so. Let's see. That's the wrong spot. Variant 2, Quest 3, Chapter 1. No, let's do that. And then there's an Archangel before him with poison. I need a poison immune. This is 3, Quest 3, Chapter 1. Let me take Sentinel for the time being, and then we'll see how this goes.
And Colossus with the whole heavy parry heavy and SP2 playstyle, he can be pretty useful for variant 2 as well, because you won't be taking glassing hits.
Oh, I forgot about that part. But he's also like pretty large, so I don't know that
He's large, he's not extra large. That doesn't make sense to me. Warlock, how's Warlock extra large but Colossus isn't? Warlock is a big man.
I don't know, I think we'd have to like consult like one of like the Marvel character height guides that are out there. Oh wait, why am I pushing him this high? I forgot I know how to run the legends. Why'd I do that?
Did you eat this before?
Yes, I'm eating it currently.
How does it taste?
Like bloody wings.
Wow.
That's... Don't kill me.
It will not kill you.
Almost did.
Oh wow. Okay. Alright. It may kill you. It may kill you.
I'll be fine. I just won't do it again. I learned my lesson. I promise.
You were max boosted. I don't think she learned her lesson, but
thanks.
You were max boosted, so I think that helped a lot too.
Yeah. Sorry. It's one of those days. Okay. Iceman, come here. What the? Science game. I have to go back in.
Oh no, is there a science gate?
Yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot there's gates in this one.
So why is there gates in that one?
Because they want you to use the Hulks. Basically.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. That's it.
So that's part of it, because that one's like the Smash chapter. Okay, one more time. And I can prove I learned my lesson now, too. Kind of. Do you normally do a lot of editing for the podcast ones that we've done so far?
Not normally, but you know, I can. It's not really too bad. I just wanna, after this, I do want to go over some final thoughts and then
talk about She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Which we
and then talk a little about She-Hulk.
Yeah.
The stream is holding out pretty well though, so.
Yeah, library's Wi-Fi is better than mine. I did like an internet speed test and it's like 90 millibyte, 90 whatever the thing is.
Yeah.
For both upload and download.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. And it's open 24 hours during the week, and on the weekends it's like open till 10, 11-ish.
That's great, yeah.
Yeah, library's good. And they rent different things, so I can rent games from here too if I wanted to. No! Okay, that time he hit me into his special 3, not me the other way. So. Shush.
Should be fine. You have a lot of analysis charges.
That's just that's done is what does it. Fuck you.
Did you die? I think you died.
Yep.
Oof. You can use your gulk.
Yeah. It's happened for this time. That was fun.
See, now you're appreciating how tanky Colossus is, right?
Yeah. It's just the poison is on this fight. I wish if Colossus was poison immune, I'd like him a lot more, I think, too. But it doesn't make sense for him to be poison immune. But I think people were like, give Colossus a conduit effect, or if he's shocked, he like applies the shock damage back to them.
Yeah, they could have given him more immunities or like more reflective immunities, but like if you poison him, he poisons you back if you.
Because it like just strips off instead of staying on.
Yeah.
I got use your special. There you go.
Really doesn't want to throw it, does he?
No, and then he threw it.
Yeah, good. Okay, perfect.
I stand with a Colossus is the plan. And then he's... What can I use in this fight, even? It's large, so... Where is it?
I think you wanted to test if he's actually in cold snap immune, right?
Yeah, mainly that.
You can use heavies. You can use heavies and your SP2.
Got it. And intercepts if I end up doing any.
Oh yeah.
But yeah. Yep. Oh, no, he's cold snap. He's taking cold snap.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that's
actually,
that's for sure.
I'll let him hit him and see if I still get the frostbites too.
He's taking a lot of cold snap. You can get hit by SP1 that has a higher chance to apply frostbite.
Yeah, I'm not getting frostbites, but I didn't see any immune callouts.
That's weird.
No revive to do it again because I have those on here.
I think frostbite immunity doesn't have an immune callout because it's not a
it's a passive, yeah.
Yeah. So I think that sounds about right.
I'm just curious.
Alright, yeah, wanna spend a few minutes just talking about some sum-up stuff. Thank you for testing and everything.
Yeah, so it's fun.
It was really interesting to see how these two are shaping up to be. I think Colossus is going to be pretty useful.
He's gonna be not bad in variant 2, really. That's heavy. But
yeah,
some of them have
heavy
number.
Deals a lot of damage for sure.
Plus the fury from it.
I think Colossus is gonna have some useful synergies with Omega Red and Emma Frost.
Yeah.
And you put all of those together, and maybe you throw in a Havoc. You throw in an Man Logan. You have all mutants, but you have a variety of different utilities in there.
That's fun.
His damage ramp up is a little significant, but I feel
a little insignificant or a little.
It's a bit. It's a little. It's a little too much sometimes. Maybe in like shorter fights, you wouldn't get as much use out of Colossus or Old Man Logan. I feel Old Man Logan has a shorter ramp up because he has that extra attack on that first SP2 or first special.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I think Colossus is gonna be the better of the two in long fights.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I kind of like Colossus a little more personally.
Yeah.
But I think Old Man Logan's probably maybe a little better for suicides. Maybe, not sure. But just because he has the healing back. Just gonna do on here. But yeah. They're both not that hot. They're not gonna end up that much higher in prestige.
Yeah, prestige is gonna be remaining the same for the most part, I feel.
Yeah.
Not the same, like you're remaining
in the lower echelon.
Pretty low for the most part, yeah.
Yeah.
But Old Man Logan, if you're thinking of ranking him because of how useful the heavy is, please don't. It's not going to be useful for long.
As long as you're not relying on the same chaining heavies thing that She-Hulk could do, because then...
I feel he does, though, right? Because he has...
I hope they do take it away, because otherwise it's kind of like, why do you... It's just kind of annoying.
I feel he does rely on it, and I feel they know that he does rely on it because the heavy refreshes the duration of 5 second long.
I don't know that
Uh,
they think that it's possible to do, because I don't know how they play when they're play testing them.
yeah.
Because that's the other thing.
Anyways, super disappointing about the whole thing. About the whole heavy chaining thing.
Yeah.
If they knew around 2 or 3 months ago where all the videos and all the content about 6.2 boss were just all over the place, they should have said something then.
Or if they just found it out now, I'd rather they had said something now, like, hey, we just realized this is happening. This isn't an intended behavior for us. We're planning to fix it in a month. I'd rather see that.
I don't think that would be enough though, because I think a lot of people ranked the likes of She-Hulk for
Yeah, but I
the
think
champion.
I'd rather have people have done that knowing it's gonna go away, and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
they get to decide after it's coming, after it's finished, if they are gonna rank them because they're still gonna use them after, then they're
yeah,
fine with
yeah.
it, and they're just gonna live with it. They'd go through variant 3 for a 2016 gem.
Yeah.
If they're going the
That is
don't, I'd
another
rather
point
see
because
it be
Variant 3 just got released, right?
yeah, I'd rather see this change is coming in a month. I'd rather see changes like that. I'd rather have it be announced in the future,
And
and then people
the
can make a
part that's kind of
decision.
disheartening is that they don't see it necessarily as a significant change for her, which I'm just a little perplexed by because
I
maintaining
think
the
they
slow
find
debuff
I feel like
without
it's
taking any block damage or
yeah.
refreshing your passive bleeds and pausing your furies without taking any block damage, I think these are pretty significant, man. I think
Yeah.
those are.
I think it's something that they didn't even consider to be something that's helping the champion, so they don't see anything wrong with, they don't see why people are as upset as they might be, or maybe they do, I don't know.
I feel this is the single factor. If they don't find it significant, right?
Yeah.
Here's how significant this is. This is the single factor that allows She-Hulk to do a Labyrinth of Legends fight as a 3-star. Without
That's,
this, that wouldn't be possible.
but that's kind of really OP.
I know, right? So it's a significant advantage this character has, and this character has had for apparently since she was added, right? So the
Yeah, the
heavy
animation hasn't
interaction wasn't
changed.
changed. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just something they weren't aware of on their radar, and I don't know. I mean, now it's like, okay, what other champs do this? Can we go test them? And then if there's so many, we'll be like, oh, okay. I don't know.
I do really hope that yeah, I really do hope that they release compensation for this and for changes like this that may come in the future because you know
And I can see why they wouldn't want to, because if they always want to be able to change something in the future, then as soon as they do one time of rank down tickets, every time it's going to be that way.
and it
Which
shouldn't it be that way. I think
I
it should
wouldn't.
be that way,
I
and it
personally
would.
wouldn't mind it that way, but I know people that think they bring less to the game because then it's less permanent of a choice. So it changes the way we're making choices, but so does making choices and then not knowing in 3 months what's going to happen to that
Hey,
character.
yeah, we're making those choices based on incomplete information, right?
Yeah, I think it changes the mindset. It's a different paradigm. Like we
Yeah,
said
we
when
have incomplete information, and we
yeah
are making those choices. And they have said about newer characters that they may be changing them with like a
yeah
3 month window. They test them, and then they announce the changes, and then 3 months of playtesting later, they actually implement the changes. Now, if they're
yeah
positive, it's positive. If they're negative, there will be case by case compensation or whatever the
yeah
words
something
were.
like that. I don't know. I
Uh,
think until it happens, but then if they can also do the same thing of, oh, this wasn't intended, this was a bug in the champion description, like most people base their decisions on what a champ looks like in game, and not like, okay, this is what their abilities say. They're looking at like what they actually do in the game, and yeah, I don't know. I think that
and even when you're looking at abilities, like verbatim abilities in the game,
yeah,
right? You're reading abilities and you're going through characters, and the character says they have 100% chance to inflict a stagger on a well-timed block in a certain phase, right? And that is not the kind of ability that you base your rank up decision on.
No.
But that is a verbatim ability, right?
It's something that you assume is gonna come.
Yeah, you assume that it's gonna function that way, but it's not there. So instead of changing how it functions in game, they instead go and change how it functions, how it reads in the text, right?
Yeah, which like I mind that less than this, but what I mind that it's been 8 months that it took to come back with that decision. Like I'd rather be like, not just we're looking into this, but like we're looking into this. These are the things we're currently considering,
yeah, it is
and then like scratching out when things aren't on the board anymore even. But I don't know, like it changes the way that people have to think about this game, which in some ways is interesting. Like you have to make a decision and then think about, okay, if one of these things went away, how viable are they going to be? But like, I don't know.
Yeah, that would.
I feel
that would reduce a lot of investments in the game.
Yeah.
And by investment, I mean just money spent on the game.
Time, even too.
It's this whole situation is making me actually lose faith in the champion rebalancing a bit more.
Yeah,
because when they don't consider this a significant change, how are we supposed to expect them to consider future changes significant enough to justify compensation?
With that, I think we won't know until we see it happen.
Yeah.
And I hope they have some sort of conversation with people before it happens to say, like,
I really do hope so as well. Yeah.
Like, I mean, I know there was the one of the surveys went out today about pre-fight abilities for Human Torch, Invisible Woman, and Stealth Suit Spidey.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the only ones with pre-fight ones, right?
Yeah.
So I wonder if they're planning to do something with that for some of those guys.
Yeah, I'm not super sure about that. That survey was a little interesting because I feel pre-fight abilities have been super inconsistent in game. Yeah. Like they tried to add a multiple option one, and then it just bugged the entire game out.
Yep. Like I know the stealth one. If you go into the fight, sometimes choosing one, it doesn't always come up, which is kind of
it just goes away.
Pointless.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you have to reset your game to get it to work or something.
Yeah, I feel that's.
It seemed. I don't think do I even have him?
I don't think the game can necessarily handle a multiple options pre-fight ability yet.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, yeah, that was a interesting survey, I guess. But overall, it's just. I really do hope that they.
I think it does. I think it boils down to the communication. Like that's where the main issue to me is. Like it's not necessarily just the change; it's this is a champion people are using for one of the hardest boss fights in 8 Quest.
Yeah, and that hard boss fight is gonna stay hard, and a lot of people who still haven't done that. Guess what they won't have access to? Guess what you won't have access to?
Yeah. She-Hulk. I haven't done it yet, so I'm now debating if I want to go do it in the next 7 days and get it done while I can with a rank 3, or if I'm considering a gem even. Because I don't know.
Yeah, man.
It just complicates the choices people have to make, and it makes people very insecure about what they're doing in game. And in how much
I understand the whole aspect of wanting permanence in the game. Wanting your rank up decisions to matter.
Yeah, you're very much so in that way, I think.
But they do matter, right?
Yeah.
They absolutely do matter, but so do the other part that also matters is what a character can do, what a character can't do, what a character's description should say, what does it not say. It's really, I feel those are all important factors to consider when it comes to this whole situation.
Yeah.
Anyways, I hope they make the right choice, and
of it, yeah.
yeah, I hope they make the right choice and actually come forward and give ample compensation for the She-Hulk situation. And if it happens again with Old Man Logan and they don't come out and specifically say Old Man Logan isn't supposed to be able to chain heavies or Warlock isn't supposed to be able to chain heavies, so
I mean, I have Warlock. I can do that right now, even too with Warlock.
Yeah, don't rank up these characters based on their ability to chain heavies. They should also release compensation for those characters, right? It's not like.
I mean, like, if it's something they don't want to have a compensation for, like, I think for the first one there should be some form of action. Like, I don't know.
I feel there needs to be a level of a specificity here.
Yeah.
If they want people to actually know how things are supposed to work, they should actually tell people how things are supposed to work.
Yeah.
And if people didn't know how those things are supposed to work until now, and they made decisions based on those, deal with it. Gotta release that compensation. Gotta forego some of your I assume revenue, because people spend actual resources on characters like She-Hulk. People spend tier 5 basics and tier 4 basics and tier 2 alphas and awakening gems and all those things. And
is Warlock the same cadence for the chaining heavy?
Yeah.
So medium, light, heavy?
Medium, light, heavy. I believe
lights?
so. Yeah, 3 lights.
3 lights, got it.
Yeah.
So slightly different.
I'm not 100% on the Warlock one because
I just want to see if I can do it, so I have it to show them.
Yeah, this has been a day and a half for sure for me and MCSC and everything.
But it seems like it's more like the AI is like waiting another second.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he's like just blocking.
It's a super fast heavy. So, anyways, and about Colossus and Old Man Logan, I think they both look great. They did a great job on both of those. I feel. Colossus may do a little less damage and may have a little longer of a ramp up time, but he makes up for it. He more than makes up for it in how tanky he is, in my opinion. And Old Man Logan, he just does crazy damage, bleed damage and everything, and he has some utility which is not necessarily reliable, but yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty. This heavy is pretty reliable with that special thing.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a new character that just came out that has a heavy that deals bleed damage, even if it's a little bleed damage. But new character that just came out still can chain heavies. People spent money on grinding for this character. People may not have spent money on grinding for Old Man Logan or She-Hulk, but
Yeah.
Disappointing. Anyways, I think I have to go pretty soon.
Yeah, my room reservation is ending soon, so it works out.
So I'm gonna be editing this down, and I hope everybody has a good day. And thank you, Star, for testing and everything. It's gonna be maybe a day before I can post this because of all that. Anyways,
watch it.
I'll talk to you later.
Yeah.
See you. Bye.
Okay, that time didn't work. I just want to finish messing around with this. Okay, okay, special. Let's see. Gotcha, special. Okay, that kind of didn't work. Cool. Alright, so I'm going to end this little stream. Thank you for people for coming through in chat. I know we didn't talk that much to chat because we're recording a little bit of stuff for podcasts that'll get edited by Cam and posted at some point, I'm assuming this week, about beta for Colossus and Man Logan and for the little She-Hulk stuff that happened this past day. But thank you for coming out. I appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys out there.